I think about rational knowledge, and there's two words in that phrase, rational and knowledge, which is a proposition that's true, believed, and justified as truth. So knowledge is a proposition. It's not a statement, it's not a fact, it's not an opinion, it's not a slogan, it's not a poem. It's a proposition, a judgment that's an introverted thought. Knowledge has to be true, and the first principle of logic is the principle of bivalence, and there's nothing new in this, 400 or 500 BC. The principle of bivalence is that all propositions have to be either true or false. So it's logic that validates propositions. So no logic, no true, false, no knowledge, which has to be believed. Now, belief's a big topic, intention, perception. One of the things I like about this definition of knowledge is belief is separate to truth. So I can believe whatever I want, I believe this, that, or the other, but that doesn't mean my beliefs are truth. So what is truth? And how can a true belief proposition be truth? Well, I think that's a philosophical question. And there's two philosophies of knowledge. If I scroll down through this list of hundreds of philosophies, the two of knowledge, the first is this one here, empiricism. So it's a philosophy that knowledge comes only or primarily from sensory experiences. They include another two philosophies of knowledge. Skepticism, which I don't think skepticism is a philosophy of knowledge at all, and rationalism, and before I get to rationalism, this one here, pragmatism, I think is a type of empiricism, as is realism. But this is the second type, or the second philosophy of knowledge, rationalism. So rationalism, empiricism, a priori, a posteriori. So it's the idea that reason is the primary source of knowledge or justification. Now, reason, I think, relates to logic, so the importance of logic. So methodology in which criteria of the truth is not sensory but intellectual and deductive. So the importance of logic. Cognitively, I think what's important is not philosophy, so it's not contrasting and comparing Plato's forms with Descartes' authority of reason. So the idea is not philosophy, but what do rationalists? What's the rationalist idea of truth? And that's because knowledge has to be truth. Now, cognitively, I think it's that truth is subjective, so it's a subjective thought, and it's somehow connected to logic and intuition. Now, personally, I think that's complete nonsense, but that's my take on how rationalists view their ideas of truth. And rationalism is very theoretical. Now, the only rational knowledge I have some awareness of or interest in is, actually I'm not that interested in it, but string theory, which I don't think is physics, because physics is a type of science, which means it's experimental, and string theory is not experimental. The idea with these string theorists is that they can, with their brilliant deductions and cold logic, combined with all their intuitions, get to the truth about their strings, which I totally reject that idea. Anyway, so much for rational knowledge.